Text 1. It is generally believed that the brains of hominids, any primate of the family Hominidae, which includes the modern humans and the extinct precursors of man, required additional changes that adapted them specifically for language. But how did these changes take place? Some researchers claim that they came in a prompt single leap, creating through one mutation the complete system in the brain by which humans express complex meanings through combinations of sounds. These researchers also claim that there are few aspects of language that are not directly present in animals. Text 2. A new group of researchers believe that the special properties of language evolved in stages, and so did the brain, perhaps over some millions of years, through a succession of hominid lines. At an early stage, sounds would have been used to name a wide range of objects and actions in the environment, and individuals would be able to invent new vocabulary items to talk about new things. In order to achieve a large vocabulary, an important advance would have been the ability to digitize signals into sequences of discrete speech sounds, consonants, and vowels, rather than unstructured calls. This would require changes in the way the brain controls the vocal tract and possibly in a way the brain interprets auditory signals. So let's take a look at the question now. Based on the text, the two groups of researchers would most likely agree on which of the following lines or following ideas. Option A. What aspects of language are common between humans and other members of the hominid family? Option B. How much time did it take for the brain to adapt specifically to the language? Option C. How many stages did it take for the brain to adapt to the language? Or option D. Whether changes in the humanid brain took place or not. So this is what we're looking for. Let's take a look at the text. Let's see exactly what the text has to tell us, right? Now, text clearly introduces the brains of the hominids, right? And they clearly say that the researchers clearly claim that changes came to learn a language, right? These changes came in a prompt single leap, in one single leap created through one mutation. The whole complete system of the brain changed, by which humans are able to express complex meanings through combinations of sound. So the text one clearly says that all these changes happened in one single leap. So let's make a note of it. And the text two clearly talks about the brain actually evolved in stages, right? So it clearly contradicts text one by stating that no, it didn't happen in a single leap. In fact, it came through stages over some millions of years, right? And it also talks about through a succession of hominid lines, right? That's how the changes came, right? So let's make a note of these two contexts. Text one clearly talks about being prompt in one single leap, created through one mutation. The complete system of the brain changed. And text two talks about the brain evolved in stages over some millions of years and through a succession of hominid lines. So in one way, text two would clearly contradict text one in one aspect by stating that the changes happened. So both would clearly agree that the changes happened in the brain, right? But text one would clearly say that the changes happened in one single leap. Text two would clearly state that the changes happened over millions of years. So both would clearly agree on one particular aspect, that whatever happens, well, let it happen in stages or let it happen in one single leap, but changes have happened. So what would be the prediction of the text, right? So we're looking for something that tells us that the hominid brain did undergo changes, right? But the manner of time, the manner of method, right, in which the changes occurred are clearly the disagreements part, right? But both would agree that changes happened. So let's take a look at the options one by one and see which option tells us that no matter what they disagree on, one fact is for sure that they agree on, that is, the changes definitely happened. So option A, which aspects of language are common between humans and other members of the hominid family? Now A is clearly incorrect, it's clearly irrelevant because other members of the hominid family are not discussed in the passage. So you can eliminate A. Option B, how much time did it take for the brain to adapt specifically to that language? Now that's clearly a point of disagreement here because the first theory states that it occurred in a prompt single leap, and the second theory states that the changes evolved over some millions of years. So that's the point they clearly disagree on. So we're not looking for option B. Let's get rid of it. How many stages did it take for the brain to adapt to language? Now, again, C is incorrect because that's again a point of disagreement, right? The first theory states that there was a single leap, and the second theory states that it took millions of years. So C is a point of disagreement of the two texts. And then option D, whether changes in the human brain took place or not. So again, this is what we're looking for because that's the only point of agreement between the two groups of researchers, right? That changes took place. So D should be the correct answer.